In Nottingham there lives a jolly tanner, his name is Arthur a Bland. There's not a squire in Nottinghamshire dare bid bold Arthur stand. With a quarter-staff upon his shoulder, so well he can clear his way, by two and by three he makes them to flee, for he hath no wish to stay. As he went forth in a summer's morning, in the forest of merry Sherwood, to view the red deer that range here and there, there he met with bold Robin Hood. And as soon as bold Robin he spied, he thought he would make a good joke. Therefore out of hand he bid him to stand, and thus to him he spoke. Why, who are you, bold fellow, that ranges so boldly here? In truth, to be brief, you look like a thief that comes to steal our king's deer. For I am a keeper in this forest, the king puts me in trust to look to his deer that range here and there, and I'll stop you if I must. If you be a keeper in this forest and have such great command, yet you must have more allies in store before you make me to stand. No, I have no more partakers in store, or any that I do not need, but I have a staff of another oak shaft I know will do the deed. For your sword and your bow I care not a straw, nor all your arrows to boot. If I get a knock upon the bare scalp, you may as well shit as shoot. Speak cleanly, good fellow, said jolly Robin, give better terms to me, else I'll correct you for your neglect, and teach you courtesy. Go to it with a vengeance, said Arthur a Bland. Are you enough of a man? I care not a fig for your looking so big, mend yourself where you can. Then Robin Hood he unbuckled his belt, and laid down his bow so long, he took up a staff of another oak shaft, that was both stiff and strong. I'll yield to your weapon, said jolly Robin, since you will not yield to my strength. For I have a staff of another oak shaft, not a foot greater than length. But let me measure, said jolly Robin, before we begin our fray. So I'll not have more of mine than of yours, for that will be counted foul play. I pass not for length, bold Arthur replied. My staff is of oak so true, 8 foot and a half, it will knock down a calf, and I hope it will knock down you. Then Robin could no longer hold back, he gave him such a knock, quickly, and soon the blood came down, before it was 10 o'clock. Then Arthur he soon recovered himself, and gave him a knock on the crown, that from every side of bold Robin Hood's head the blood came trickling down. Then Robin Hood raged like a wild boar as soon as he saw his own blood. When Bland was in haste, he laid on so fast, as though he had been chopping wood. And about and about and about they went like two wild boars in a chase, striving to aim each other to maim, legs, arms, or any other place. And knock for knock they lustily dwelt, which held for 2 hours or more, that all the wood rang at every bang, they plied their work so sore. Hold thy hand, said Robin Hood, and let thy quarrel fall. For here we may thrash our bones all to mesh, and get no coin at all. And in the forest of merry Sherwood, hereafter you'll be free at last. No thanks to you if I'm free, it's true, my freedom was brought with my staff. What tradesman are you, said jolly Robin, good fellow, I ask you to show, and also to tell in what place thou dwell. For I would both of these know. I am a tanner, bold Arthur replied. In Nottingham's the market for me, and if thou wilt come there, I vow and swear I'll tan thy hide for free. My thanks, good man, said jolly Robin, since you're so kind and free. If you'll tan my hide for nothing, I will do as much for thee. And if you'll forsake your tanner's trade and live in the greenwood with me, my name's Robin Hood, I swear by the blood, I'll give you both gold and fee. If you be Robin Hood, bold Arthur replied, as well I think you are, and here's my hand, my name's Arthur a Bland, we two will never part. But tell me, oh tell me, where is little John? Of him I'd love to hear, for we are allied by the mother's side, and he is my kinsman dear. Then Robin Hood blew on the hunting horn, he blew full loud and shrill, and quickly ran and appeared Little John, come tripping down a green hill. What is the matter then, said Little John, master, I pray you tell. Why do you stand with your staff in your hand? I fear all is not well. Oh man, I stand, and he makes me to stand, the tanner that stands here beside. He is a bonny blade, and a master of his trade, for soundly he tanned my hide. He is to be commended then, said Little John, if such a feat he can do. If he be so stout, we will have a bout, and he shall tan my hide too. Hold thy hand, said bold Robin Hood, for as I do understand, He's a freeman good of thine own blood, for his name is Arthur a Bland. Then Little John threw his staff away as fast as he could fling, and ran out of hand to Arthur a Bland, and about his neck did cling. Of loving respect there was no neglect, they were neither nice nor coy. Each other faced with loving grace, and both men wept for joy. And Robin took them both by the hands, and danced round about the oak tree, for 3 merry men, and 3 merry men, and 3 merry men are we. And ever hereafter, as long as we live, we 3 shall be as one. The wood it shall ring, and the old wife sing, of Robin Hood, Arthur, and John.